Hi, I'm Jay Chavez.
And I'm his wife, Cassidy.
You probably have no idea of who I am, but that's me on the national radio charts with my solo debut single next to a bunch of really famous people that I'm sure you do know.
But that's not why we're reaching out to you today, although it does tie in later. Many of us have undergone unprecedented difficulties this year between COVID-19, quarantine, mass unemployment, the recession, and the current political climate. Many of us are near our breaking point.
I know personally we've been hit hard, including canceled tours and loss of income, as I'm sure most of you can relate.
But some of us have been hit so much harder than the rest, and that's what we want to talk to you about today.
On September 8th, the Slater Fire, a fast-moving wildfire, ravaged the little-known town of Happy Camp, California, and the surrounding wilderness. Happy Camp sits in the remote mountains of the Klamath National Forest and is the native home of the Karuk tribe. The fire destroyed more than 150 homes and hundreds of other structures, leaving the majority of Happy Camp residents homeless.
These people lost everything. The devastation of this fire took an enormous toll on the human residents of Happy Camp, as well as the wildlife and our forests. The area we live in abounds with astonishing natural beauty and is essentially our big kid playground. We bought our ranch here because of our love for the endless mountains, streams, rivers, and lakes surrounding our home. This is where we escape the summer heat and where we go play in the snow in the winter. We truly love this land that the Karuk people so generously share with us.
As you are aware, there have been many high-profile fires on the West Coast this summer, but the Slater Fire seems to be all but forgotten by the outside world. Although the Slater Fire was massive in size, by comparison it affected far fewer people than the fires in the more populated areas, and as such has been receiving much less attention and support. We immediately set out trying to help by gathering food, clothing, household items, donations, and transporting them up to Happy Camp, only to realize that we weren't even scratching the surface of what is needed. I thought to myself, God, if I had $1 million to spare, I would gladly share it with the Karuk people, but unfortunately that's just not the case. That's when it dawned on me that I do have a way of raising that kind of money for the Karuk tribe. I immediately went about contacting them with my harebrained scheme, and lo and behold, they actually liked it. So here's what we're proposing. Let's get the Karuk people a platinum record to put in the Karuk Museum. For the next 30 days, we are donating 100% of all sales proceeds from my new single, Change, to the Karuk tribe for the people of Happy Camp. You spend 99 cents on a song, and the Karuk tribe receives that 99 cents. It's that simple. Please, buy the song and share this video. We are counting on you to make this go viral.
As bad as times are, most of us can spare $1, and most of us are only a couple of clicks, taps, or swipes away from purchasing music online. Click one of the links below or go to iTunes or any of these other online music retailers, buy the song, and that $1 goes directly to the Karuk people.
You don't even have to listen to it. You can buy it and delete it, and I promise you I will not be offended. This is not about me or my music. It's just the mechanism that we have available to us.
I mean, if you like it, obviously feel free to keep it and listen to it. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it.
So rather than hearing all this from us, we took a drive over to Happy Camp and met with Buster Atterbury, the Karuk chairman and a tribal elder, and toured the sections of the fire-damaged area. Some parts of what you're about to see will be difficult, but please stay till the end.
My name is Buster Atterbury. I'm the Karuk tribal chairman, and we had just experienced the Slater Fire here in Happy Camp. So it was the Tuesday after Labor Day weekend, and I came to work. We heard that a fire had started up by Slater Lookout, which is approximately 7 or 8 miles up Indian Creek Road. And so I closed our tribal administrative offices, and there was 5 or 6 of our staff members that work in the administrative offices, so we sent them home. Temporary evacuation order, just to pack things just in case. I left the offices approximately 10 o'clock and went home to pack things for my mom, and we packed everything we had in our car just as a precaution. Approximately an hour later, we were told to leave now. So the fire was traveling at a high rate of speed due to the abnormal high winds that had hit the area. Fact of the matter, it traveled the 8 miles in just a couple hours. So by the time we were able to leave, the fire had probably reached 100 yards from my mom's place. We evacuated. We were able to get everybody out. We did have 2 fatalities along Indian Creek Road. Everybody else was was able to leave. Of Happy Camp, approximately 1,000 people. There was 206 homes that were burnt, so that was probably half the town. Only from the 8 miles to Happy Camp, there was probably only 3 or 4 homes that were left standing. So the fire was fast and furious due to the great work of some tribal members and community members. Some quick fire lines were built, which probably saved the majority of our tribal housing and body of the town. We only have 1 grocery store. It was saved, and the downtown Happy Camp was saved. And lucky for us, the winds changed. The fire went back up the mountain over what we refer to as the Grayback Road, which is up towards Oregon. We're a couple weeks later. The fire is now approximately 50% contained. A few more homes and structures have been burned over on the Oregon side, but the firefighters are heroes, and they've done a great job in getting the fire contained as best they could. So tip of the cap to our tribal members and community members that helped save the town, and our firefighters that kept the fire in check to this point.
We followed Buster and our guide behind the secured safety lines and drove out to Buster's childhood home, of which we were told there was nothing left. We drove for what felt like hours into the burn zone, though it was only 7 miles, and as far as the eye could see, there was just a sea of black toothpicks where our ancient forests had been. This is only the destruction you can see from the main road, and it probably doesn't even add up to 1% of the total burned area.
Can you feel the darkness coming, closing in from all sides? As so few make decisions that shape our world. There's a feeling sweeping over.
Oh my gosh, this is where
you grew up.
this is.
We're driving over the telephone pole wires.
Oh my gosh.
See that?
Yeah. We're driving over telephone wires.
We are up Indian Creek Road, approximately 7 miles from the town of Happy Camp. And as you can see, the burned areas. Across the road over here is where I grew up. Lived there from the time I was about 8 years old until graduated high school and went away to college. The house where I lived in is burned, and as you can see, the neighbor's place here is all burned. There's only 4 or 5 homes that are still standing all the way down Indian Creek Road to the town of Happy Camp. As you can see, the remains probably show how quickly the fire was moving, how intensely the fire was burning, and this is the way it was for almost all the homes all the way down Indian Creek. Unusual high winds made the fire so intense that people were really lucky to get out with their lives. Most lost everything but the shirts on their back. we're glad that people got out safe. The unfortunate thing is most lost everything.
Our guide then wanted to take us off the main road to show us what had happened to the wild part of the forest, away from the houses, to show us the toll the fire had taken on our animal brothers and sisters. When we turned off the main road, we saw that what had once been the forest floor was just feet of ash and chunks of charcoal. That's what you're seeing as we follow the guide truck. It's not smoke or dust, it's all ash. This next section of video contains disturbing images and may be difficult to watch. What you are seeing now is footage of a mama bear and her cub who could not get out ahead of the fire in time. This entire area was engulfed in flames in minutes. It's hard to truly understand how fast this blaze ripped through until you see this family. Bears can run faster than humans. Let that sink in. This is why this fire has been so devastating compared to others in the past. The ferocity of its spread didn't allow the animals to get out safely, running ahead of the fire as they usually do. I have lived in Northern California my entire life and am very familiar with the behavior and patterns of wildfires. And yes, they have been getting more severe the last several years, but this wake of destruction is unlike anything I have ever seen before. There is more left in the aftermath of a war zone than what is left out there. We will be rehabilitating this land for generations, but it will be a lot harder to do without your help.
We have an open line of communication to anybody that wants to call, and we do our best to meet their needs. So far, it's been amazing, the response from staff and community members and how they pull together and shown that we can be strong, and that gives me confidence that we will rebuild. And I hope that the community members have the confidence that they want to rebuild, want to stay here in Happy Camp in this beautiful area, and make this home their home.
I know this has been hard to watch, and thank you for sticking through to the end. So again, all we're asking is that you spend $1. Buy the song and help this community move from surviving to thriving again. Let's all help get the Karuk people a platinum record to hang in their museum as a testament of love and generosity of our fellow humans.
If you would like more information on how you can help and stay updated on our efforts in this campaign, please visit our website, jchavez.com, and go to the Happy Camp Community Rebuild Project tab at the top. Thank you all again for watching, and please share this video with as many people as you can.
Stay safe out there, guys. We're all in this together.
Bye.
It's just exchanging something new for the things that we all had. Change